Hello, and welcome to the Team Sinker versus Navi matchup in the map Oregon is Playday 1. Sorry if I haven't uploaded very much this week. I had a personal issue. Uh, from now on, I will be doing two things to analyze. First, like this match, I will be analyzing all the match, the full match, or I will be analyzing the highlights of the match. Like I've seen Tempo Storm versus TSM on the map Oregon again, and I think the second map was Concert or something. Uh, was Concert or something like that, and I forgot what I want to say. Oh, I showed the highlights. Like it would be 3 rounds of the whole match, uh, of the whole 24 rounds that they played. So, if you don't like to listen to me 1 hour talk about stress, you could use those, and that will be helpful over time. Okay, let's start. First, there's gonna be probably Maverick or Thatcher ban. Yep, Maverick. The second one is Thatcher. Yep. I also forgot to tell you that I will be using blueprints to show the defense setup so you can understand better. Okay, Valkyrie, and one thing to say is Echo is default ban, so they wanted to even more down on the utility gain that defenders can gain, so they banned Valkyrie. So the only way other than default camps that defenders can get information is from bulletproof cameras and master evilize. And Kaid for the hatches maybe. Yeah, for the hatches because they can't use. Uh, Maybe they don't want to use Kelly on the hatches. Because one thing to say is that Yana and Oryx are playable in this match, and Kelly too. I think Kelly is coming to the meta, uh, especially on Oregon. Maybe not on other maps like Theme Park or no. Actually, I think Theme Park kinda for LATAM teams, but other maps maybe not. If both Maverick and Thatcher are banned. Kelly, okay. The instead of Thatcher, they have no other choice. Yana. Yana is a very good drone operator because for two things. First, you kinda are only limited to the time. You can have as much as drone as you want, and the drone height is not like on the floor. It's elevated, so you can drone faster, especially spots, and uh, you can even drone further than a normal drone can do in a period of time. So that's very good. And also you can use her as bait, but I think teams will catch up on it, and you don't see this trick used that much in this match. Very much to open walls, depending on the site, it will be different. Nomad, Nomad is going to be used very much on this match, especially on Oregon. I saw Tempest Storm versus CSM do it too, to just so they don't have to watch have flank drone. For example, if they are attacking, let's say they are attacking meeting hall here. Let's say dorms. They first push big tower, and let's say they take big tower and open it. 4 people go to take bedroom and open the walk-in closet, and Nomad would be alone. So how would Nomad? Uh, if they didn't have Nomad, would they do? They would put a flank drone and a dedicated player watching it. So because if Nomad, uh, not Nomad, somebody else playing Big Tower wanted to do this without any flank drone or anybody watching it with him or her, it would make it very hard because you have to watch two angles. The one you made by opening the reinforced wall in attic, and the one in meeting basement stairs, and etc. So that's why they brought Nomad, especially good on other sites, and Zofia because Evil Eyes, shields, etc. for the 20-second meta. Yana has grenades, Fairmight flash. Yeah, they are good. If they defenders do 20-second meta, they are good. Okay, I won't talk about defense now as we will talk about it in the blueprints. Okay, here's the setup. First, you need to know it's meeting kitchen, and let's talk about the second floor from top to bottom. Okay, actually let's see. Yeah, top floor is better. First, the reinforced attic. I personally don't like it. I want some pressure for attackers to be on T3. It will be top of the big tower when you go up the ladder. So they can't just come and open it. But the way the defenders are gonna deal with this is first, they are putting castle barricades so they can't push from this side. So they either have to use utility, waste time, or they can just open the reinforced wall. And the second thing is that Doug is playing in meeting. So to deny the plant, they can have on a stage. But still, they can get a lot of control by just opening the attic wall. So I really want to see how defenders are going to react to this. But they can't. Another thing to add is that they can't just open attic, forget about Mute and Jaeger, and just push hatch, because they're gonna defenders are gonna flank to attic and uh, uh, get the control back. So that's one thing. I didn't know why I'm drawing arrows. Okay. The mute jammers, to deny opening the wall, so they have to either use Kelly. If they don't bring Kelly, they can't open the wall, or they need to go downstairs, which they on meeting in meeting, which they can't either, because that's the site. Okay, the mute jammer again to deny intel anybody if anybody is playing here, or anybody pushing, or just another drone they can use to drone Jaeger and mute. Okay, there's a rotation here. It's very uh, simple to understand. They wanna have more than one way other than the doorway to go to attic. But there's a reinforced wall. There are two reasons. First, you can deny angle you can have from attic to pretty much most of dorms, kids dorms. And the second thing is just for protection. Let's say somebody is somebody is here, and mute pushes here. You can use this for reinforced wall as cover and shoot him back, while Jaeger is pinchy from here. Okay. There's a mute jammer here. It's probably just for, again, denying intel. When they get the bedroom and trophy and the main dorms control, they want to drone the kids dorm if they see clearer, then mute jammer denies that intel. One from big window, again to deny intel they can have on top floor. This Jaeger ADS tells me that at some point either somebody is gonna play upstairs, which would be castle, or Jaeger is gonna play downstairs, and Jaeger is gonna play here and watch the Zulu hallway. This is the Zulu hallway. Let me show it. This is the Zulu hallway, and this is kind of where Jaeger sees. Sees the hole. Okay, let's go upstairs again. And another thing why there's a Jaeger radiator is because if somebody pushes from wide, they're probably gonna flash before, if they know somebody Jaeger is there, they're gonna probably flash or use concussions before they push top of white stairs. Okay, this hole here, which is lobby, uh, is kinda here. The hole. And there's a castle barricade here. I don't like the castle barricade. I think this round or another round that Jaeger wants to pick from trophy, he makes a hole, and Nomad uh, goes prone here and kills Jaeger playing here. So that if you want to do that strat, you got to be careful of the plays like this. And Jaeger ideas to help mute hold here. One thing that I see in ranked that most people do is they open here. That's the wrong reinforcement because they can have an easy and simple angle from big window to kids doors. So these two reinforcements, deny angle from attic and big window, outside big window to dorms. So that's why the reinforcements are there. The hatch is open, as you see, and we've done with top floor. Now the first floor. Again, top to bottom. First, there's a castle barricade here for two reasons. First, if the attackers push from split and lobby, there are two rotations they can use. The defenders can use. One is from the hole they made on the south wall, and the other is from this hallway, which is kinda uses this as a protection. And the second thing that is, I think, the primary reason they use this is because they just wanna use this castle barricade armor panel as an intel and waste utility and time. Okay, this is the default reinforcement on this side. You gotta use these reinforcements to protect anybody playing in meeting, which is dark right now, and they can't just go for plant when they open attic. Bob wire here to slow down. Dark playing here. Okay, this is the interesting mute evil eye. Sorry. This evil eye helps watch stage. It pretty much can watch any plant spot. They can watch stage. It can watch the one of the default spots, but as obvious as it is, it can't watch here. It is to protect it. One proximity alarm on here. Again, to give intel. There's not much to it. These two walls are reinforced. Let's see. I want to talk about how important reinforcing these two walls are. First, let's talk about here. If they don't reinforce the wall with the line of sight the castle made, they can have a long angle to kitchen. This one is not much important. As you see in this round, the attackers are gonna open the wall. It doesn't really give you much advantage on the meeting, split or kitchen. Sorry. Let's see. If you open here, you have minimal control around here. You have some control in split and somewhere around here, but you can still be shot from hatch if you wanna push further here. If you want to push further down here. So the only safe spot for cover you can use is here. Each castle should not give up easily. So opening this wall is really not important. The barbed wire again to give intel. Okay. Castle holding kitchen, the second side. These two barricades are to help the defenders playing in kitchen, which will be castle, and Jaeger that will be watching the Zulu, the hallway, knows that somebody is pushing from here. It acts more like an intel. Barbed wire again as intel more than slow it down. This I'm curious about this evil eye. That makes sense because Maestro is playing around it, so they can't just uh, shoot it. They need to maybe first get rid of Maestro, then shoot it. And just to slow down and give intel, and I think we're done. Okay, let's see the round. Okay, this is the round. Let's go action phase. Okay. The way I want first, the hatch is not open. I said that the hatch is open. No, the hatch is not open here. One thing I really want to see from different attackers is they first open attic and then push top floor by pinching from master bedroom and attic. Or they could just push Danny, but I don't like it because as I said, with the vertical holes that Mute and Jaeger have, they can just hold that site with castle. Also, I forgot they have rotation to monitors, so that's why they use the barricades. Okay. Zofia kills Doc. Doc is playing meeting, maybe from Split. Class Split. Yeah. It must be somewhere around Split. Doc really didn't need to push that. But maybe... No. You really didn't need to push that. They open the wall, okay. Drone in meeting. Still, they don't have a lot of control. But the one thing that most teams do when countering new strat, they just do two things. They either just forego all the other stuff and just go for plan, which they are doing right now, uh, and rush. They do one thing. I correct myself. Okay. You see there's a bad plan spot. Mute kills Fairmight. Then Meister kills Caliform Kitchen, okay. Mute kills Yana. And it's a 1v4. Yeah, that's why even if you wanted to plant, maybe first open kitchen, not kitchen, open attic and then open the stage wall. Maybe you have more shot planting there than here. Or just use the Monty. But they didn't. They probably didn't know that they're gonna go playing meeting. The attackers, that is. Okay, the same lineup from attackers. Yep, the same lineup from attackers. I'm not gonna explain anything else because it's the same lineup. Kali instead of Thatcher, Yana for more drones, Fairmight open hard bridge, Nomad to cover roaming and limit the roaming and flanks, Zofia for Evil Eyes, shields, etc. Okay, here's the setup. For the laundry stock or supply site in the Oregon, map Oregon, is the basement if you know the collapse, if you don't know. Okay, one interesting thing is that the defenders use Oryx, uh, which kinda is surprising to me. But I guess they want to use the meeting hatch for rotation. But again, I really don't like Oryx. But let's see. Let's analyze the strat first. They reinforce meeting and attic hatch. They just want to play in meeting as much as possible with vigil, holding kitchen and monitors. Oryx kind of supporting Vigil to hold Zulu uh, and monitor door, obviously. Mio Jammer here to deny this wall being open. Barbed wire here just for intel and slowing down attackers. This wall is reinforced, so you can't have an angle from dining to kitchen. And there's a line of sight watching the barricades. Okay, rotation. And the second floor, I explained the second floor. Just one thing you need to know is why they didn't reinforce here. Because as you saw the last round, they really can't get a much map control by opening this wall. Let me zoom out. By opening this wall, you get some kind of split control, which is not really important, and to this side of meeting just by opening it. But you can still be pushed from laundry stairs. You have to watch there. You have to watch Zulu. You have to even watch split, because you can be pushed from there. So 1, 2, 3. This is not one. 1, 2, 3, and even 4. You have to watch 4 spots that when you open this wall. Okay, now the first floor, which is the important part. You want to hold as much blue as possible. This is blue barrels. You want to hold as much as possible. You want to waste as much time as possible. There's a line of sight here because they don't have reinforcement to use here. The line of sight can be used from stock, so they got to be careful of that. And yeah, they don't have Jaeger. Yes, they don't have Jaeger, so that's why they don't have ADS on the shield. 2 reinforcements here, so you can deny the wall be open. But why is this wall important? Because you can have an angle in boiler and a little part of supply, but that's not important. The main reason why defenders reinforce it is because of the boiler angle. Okay, the line of sight maestro evil I can have. It could be barrels, tarps. This is tarps. If somebody is coming main big tower stairs, sorry, not main stairs. This is a passive intel by using sound, and an active intel watching the hallway. Okay, there's a line of sight on top and bottom of this wall, but that's mostly just to hold big tower stairs from stock by using the angles here. Okay, barbed wire here just to know if there's somebody pushing here, and they probably know if there's somebody pushing here because there's a default cam in freezer. It's more like to waste time and uh, slow down the attackers. Like this barbed wire. Rotation here, okay. They probably can't reinforce here. Now the Sibylli again watches dishwasher, dishwashers, storage, and the kind of the hallway, but that's not the main reason. For until this barbed wire, the laundry hatch. The laundry hatch is not very important for me to reinforce because let's say they open this hatch, they just have an angle here. If you are playing here, of course you want this hatch reinforced, but not a lot of people and teams do this kind of start holding main stairs actively. So you don't really need to reinforce this hatch because the other if uh, the one reason I told you is because if they want to hold main stairs from storage and storage. The other one is that I myself experienced this. You can get naded from supply hatch to dishwashers. So if you are like playing in I don't know, a shield there, you don't want this hatch to be open, or just use ADS. I guess you can also nade here. One thing that is different than what I saw from Nordic matches or just national matches and tier 2 matches is that they reinforce the both falls. They're both freezables. What does what that does is that if attackers push push freezer, they really don't need to worry about any angles watching from dishwashers and supply. So it's somewhat curious choice. I'm curious why they made this choice, but maybe it could work out. We'll see. Okay, this is the action phase. Let's see. They open the freezer hatch. That's probably for two reasons: Oryx flanking and Vigil falling back. But probably the first scenario doesn't happen. Clearing from small tower. Okay, one thing I need to explain is why you need to have at least one default room you want to clear on every site and every map. For example, in this map is small tower and T3. I'll show it on the blueprints. Okay, first let's talk about T3. This is called T3, top of big tower. From you can easily clear here by using the windows. You can have an angle from by using this window. You can have an angle all of this room. By using this window, you can have an angle all of this room, and by using this angle, you can have an angle on here. And probably you see. Windows complement each other and the angles they can say overlap. So there's one room you can clear as fast as possible, so you can get a little map control at first of the round and push other rooms and get control of there. The other is a small tower. Let's talk about small tower. First, there are no covers here. If you play here, you're gonna get shot from shower's window. If you play here, yeah, you have a little bit cover, but you can get shot from the door. The best spot if you wanna hold a little bit of small tower is here, but that won't matter because if they get control of upstairs. If they get control of theirs, you see the red lines here. This shows that this spot is so soft, so you can have an angle on the different plane there. So that's not good either. There's a window here. You can clear out top of big tower just by using this window, and maybe nading from the small tower window in downstairs. And office, you can clear office by using this. But that's if any defender is playing there. What attackers do probably is they put a drone, pre-placed drone in pre-phase here, so they can watch the two angles. Let me zoom out. Okay, there's a drone here, so you can watch the two angles. Defenders can push from and take major, take a small tower control. Now, after you take map control, it's easier to take other map control. That's why I don't like some maps like Outback. You really can't get map control, and that's why getting like other map control is hard. For this map, when you get small tower map control, there's a soft part of dining. You can open dining, get dining control. You can open this wall from showers. If you want to push showers, you open this wall. Uh, you have an angle from window if you want to watch, and you just push back again. Let's see. You have this self control. You again push here, open here. You can get kitchen control easily. You still might have come into trouble, so you need to take monitors, because that's the key part of the kitchen site. And want to take monitors. How do you take monitors? First, you have this site control. Okay. First is drone. Somebody's playing here. This is Oryx. This is Vigil. What you do is go upstairs. You can take even upstairs control from. Can even take upstairs control from big window and main stairs. You can push main stairs just only because you have dining and uh, showers hallway control. So you push upstairs. You see nobody's there. You open up top of monitors where Vijay is playing. Vijay is playing somewhere here. Vijay is playing here. You top monitors. Now, if Vijay want to contest that, he's gonna die. If not, well, you get map control, more map control. You see how one map control, having a default map control, gives you more room and more opportunities to get other rooms map control. Okay, they may get map control. They see dining and showers is clear. Okay. Kelly is watching rotations. Probably anybody pushing from lobby to Zulu hallway, or meeting to maybe fallback. But I think the main reason is just to pinch. Okay, Yana, okay. One thing I don't know is, does Yana's drones see visual? Yeah. If he uses her CRX, I think, is the gadget of visual. Okay. The open kitchen wall. One air jab for two things. First, nobody can push from meeting. Nobody can push kitchen to meeting. Hallway. Saves, kills Yana. Maybe she was holding a drone. And I was holding an angle, sorry. Was holding an angle. and somehow orcs got the best of him. Got the best of her. Oh, she was pushing. That's a good kill, and that's very huge. The Thermite kill. Yana kill was good, but they could still salvage the round. But uh, getting hard breach kill is very important, especially on this map that they know for sure that they don't have hard breach. They don't have a lot of hard breach capability. If they bring Maverick, if they bring Hibana and Thermite, well, first you kill for Thermite. You can't open the wall uh, in blue, and you can't open freezable. You can open freezable, but that's not really gonna give you any control because the Hibana holes are small. You can only open the hatches, which again is not ideal. Fairmont shouldn't have pushed the meeting without joining. They clearly didn't have any intel if somebody was playing meeting or not. Because I think, let's see the top down. Yeah, Fairmont was even looking the wrong way. They don't have an active intel on anybody playing meeting. So that's one mistake. They get 3v4. Defenders are a very good spot. 1 minute left. They have the mana advantage. And the attackers can't really open any wall. But they might think they might bring Rihanna. Hibana, not Rihanna. Yeah, they bring Singer Rihanna to open the wall. One thing they can do, yeah, somebody needs to push the back of the big tower stairs or back main stairs, whatever it's called. One push freezer and one push blue. They don't know if no, blue maybe it would be hard because of the deployable shield. And yeah, they gotta do something by pushing big tower stairs and from big tower stairs or the hatch as you see Zofia do and freezer. But they gotta really coordinate. High for Nomad dies in freezer, so this is pretty much the round. If they could get boiler control, they might have had a chance to win. Okay, same setup. Again, Zofia for shields, etc. And okay, let's see the defense setup. Okay, this is the defense setup. First, let's talk about attic. Why getting attic control is important on this side. First, the side is dorms and kids dorms. Okay, let's see why getting attic control is important. Okay, let's say you open the attic. You can again push from, as I told you before, you can push from attic and bedroom and push the remaining defenders on top floor. Because even if you get somebody to push you wide stairs and you get all of this attic control, what you can do is you will eliminate anybody playing here by the 2 lines of that you can hear. You can deny anybody playing in games. The only problem you might have is Goyo here, which you could deny by opening the big window. So that's one way to attack that most teams are doing right now. Now let's see the defense setup. Mute jammers, one of them is to deny the wall beam from being open, and one is to deny intel. They open this hatch, I think. Not I think. I know that you can use this hatch for 2 reasons. You can use the hatch to open anybody pushing from window, which doesn't happen a lot, but it's good to know. And you have one route to push attic, and that's here. And Woma can watch here. So that's the main reason they do it. But if somebody wants to, if one of the attackers wants, one of the defenders wants to play in meeting, they can have an angle to window, attic window. The defenders want to waste as much uh, utility and time as possible, and don't give an inch of the attic. That's why you see Wamai first playing in attic, throwing his Magnus in attic to just waste utility so he can play behind the shield here, the Goyo shield, and the Jaeger ADSs again to protect the Goyo shield here. Wamai can watch the whole attic by using this shield, the Goyo shield. If it's destroyed, you have still time to fall back. So that's extra good, but that's not the main reason. It's just to use as a regular shield. Mirror jammer for denying intel to the rest of attic. I call it connector because you connect to site. The connector attic. Rotation here again to help deny as much as attic control as possible, and just for Wamai to fall back. Smoke playing here. There must be a line of sight here. I forgot to use here. But what can Smoke do from his zones? First, he can go behind the shield. He can smoke here, smoke here. Not sure, but maybe here. Smoke can use his canisters all the way to here. Again, not sure if there's an angle you can use here, but it's hard to imagine if there's one. What does this hole see? This hole sees the monitors, I think. Yeah, this hole sees monitors, so the defenders want to have to some control in monitors. I'm curious why they didn't make a hole here. You can watch main stairs, so you don't have to actively be downstairs. You can just put the Goyo watch main stairs. Here's a hole here. Again, you can watch Zulu, part of Zulu. The hole here watches against Zulu. The hallway is like here if it is downstairs. And these two reinforcements to deny opening the wall. As I said, why opening this wall could give a planned scenario to attackers. This Jaeger ADS for the shield. I'm curious to see why they reinforce here, because you can't really have, maybe for only the angle you can have on trophy door, but is that angle really important to use reinforcement there? Maybe you could have used it somewhere else. Jaeger is in trophy, holding bedroom as much as possible, plus armory hallway, especially armory window. And Goyo for two reasons: hold hold big window, and with this shield you can have an angle. You can have an angle. What? Sorry, you can have an angle to here, all the way to here, and you can maybe throw a C4 here, and you can also, I think, watch the breach if they breach this hole to give intel the barbed wire, and that's the tip. Okay, here's the action phase. Not much happening first of all. Jaeger getting a down from armory window, armory hallway window. Again, taking T3 and T2. There must be two drones watching flying. One, as you see here, The other drone must be here, watching anybody pushing from meeting hallway. I'm curious why you use an energy up there. Hmm. Let's just forget about the sound air jab makes. One reason I think maybe uh, she used it there because if you pick stairs, you're not gonna look somewhere here. You're gonna look upstairs where Nomad is and where the other attackers may be. So that might be good, but again the sound factor makes him skeptical if this is a good spot or not. But use this information for playing your matches. If you have stairs like here, like this, that it goes up, there's a middle panel, and then you go upstairs. You can go prone here, watch an angle here, and most of the times, like 90%, you're gonna get the kill because nobody's gonna watch here unless they have an intel. Okay, and this is a good angle, but this is a good angle you can have from uh, T2 to armory hallway. So if like you're gonna clear out the armory and bedroom, you can use this angle. Okay. Oh, you can mute because they don't have Firma. They have Firma because they don't have because sorry, the Callus explosive destroys the extra Firma charge. You don't really want to replace it and then use the Cali. That's why you can mute trick the wall. But as you see here, you can damage. You can take a damage and put the extra damage of wall. The Cali explosive is exploding. Now they have to counter. The attackers have to counter the second line of defense, which would be Womai. This is a round I told you that Nomad gets a kill, but it wasn't Castle Barricade, so maybe Castle Barricade comes a little further down and you can shoot. There's an air jab watching main stairs, okay. Now if somebody takes voice stairs, you have a lot of map control. As you see, uh, I can't say his name, Dorvin or something like that, is droning voice stairs because somebody is gonna push voice stairs and you can go for the plan scenario. Okay, KS here with Kelly, which I don't think is a good scenario because she doesn't have much explosives to use uh, or flashes to burn radiuses and stuff. So Woma is gonna hold that control. But this could be the play if Zofia can kill anybody. Play Mute is playing main doors, I think. Yeah, yeah. Mute is playing main doors. If she can get a kill there, you can push for a plan scenario. So you gotta be careful of Goyo. Yeah, she gets to kill a mute. She has done her job. And this Goyo, although I think you can still have an angle to bridge, but the Goyo shield popping out and Goyo falling back gives attackers time to uh, mm, the plant. Okay, Nomad has uh, dome control. Now Kelly has to push. Oh, Kelly is here. Okay. Okay, where's the last attacker? We have Kelly, Zofia is vice. Yeah, okay. Now Kelly and Nomad can watch uh, Attic. Uh, Nomad must be careful because he can be shot from kids' dorms and they were going double bunkers or where Goyo is playing. Okay, you got the plant. It's 1v3 and it's a win. Okay, really nice job uh, knowing when to push for plant. And Zofia play was very crucial for that round win. If they didn't uh, get that white control, they could have lost. Okay, same attacker lineup. Let's see defensive strat. Okay, this is the defensive strat. It's the same as round one. It's meeting hall kitchen the site. I'm not gonna go into further detail. Just one thing. The armor panel is here instead of upstairs in bedroom door. Castle is watching uh, kind of the doorway here, and Zulu from upstairs from the line of sight. So that's a good thing. You can watch kinda deny monitor's control from upstairs. This line of sight helps the defenders deny push from here. This line of sight watches the door here. Action phase. Again taking T3. Unlike the last attack, they took lobby. Opening attic, good. I think maybe we could have instead of going for a C4 kill, going for a C4 kill, you could just mute trick it. As you know, they're gonna use Kelly there. Even the throw wasn't good. You didn't go further than here, but he was probably stuck to the reinforced wall. Okay, now attackers have attic control. Now, if they push from bedroom, uh, they can open. They can get attic control, main dorms control, and go for plan. But what they are now doing is they're gonna hold meeting hallway and go for plan behind platform. It could happen because you just need to watch the split doors and the hatch you don't need to watch because somebody's watching it, and the rotation. A really good kill by Kelly. Okay, now you lost mute. When did mute? When did Doc die? Doc died in meeting. Okay, it's a 3v5. You have attic control. You can just go for plant or frags, whatever you want. Probably go for plant because going for frags maybe cost you some man advantage. One thing I don't like is why the defenders didn't put a line of sight here watching the split. If attackers want to push split. Okay, not much happening here. Planting behind the desk here. It is not. It is bulletproof. You can't shoot through it. And getting the kill. I think Kali made a 3k. After the update, Kali is pretty much gradually coming into the meta. The same attacker lineup. Let's talk about defense right. Okay, here's the defense setup. First, they reinforce the three hatches. Not much to talk about there. First, okay, from here let's talk about right to left. Okay, Wamai first, using the ADS. to protect the shield, and his magnets to waste as much time as possible. Hold blue, and after the attackers get blue control, he can just reinforce the rotation here. So pretty much you don't have a lot of control. One thing I don't like is why the defenders reinforced here. If you want to reinforce here, you must have somebody playing T2 or the big tower. You have to hold big tower stairs, because if attackers pinch from big tower, they can have an angle from stairs to boiler and tarps. I call this. Let me explain. This is called boiler for me, and this is called blue towers and Harry Potter. Here's the callouts. The defender here can have an angle to blue towers and boiler. Plus, you gave them a free angle from here to watch the connector and boiler. So it could be good, it could be bad. Why is it good? Because you can directly contest anybody pushing from window by using the two angles Wamai and Duck can establish. But it could be bad because if they destroy the ADSs on the way and use the Kali explosives or Zofia explosives to destroy the shield, you really don't have much cover. And if you don't hold the boiler, it doesn't matter if you wanna play contest destroy, you're gonna pretty much get destroyed. Control that the stairs can have is not here, somewhere around here. Yep, which is pretty strong for exactly the threat that defenders are doing. This barbed wire is a good placement. Why I say it's a good placement? First, it's the middle of the stairs. If you put it here, the attackers can just destroy it. It just gives you an intel. That's good. But if you use it here, you can use it two ways. First, if you don't take map control, instead of taking map control, you have to use your explosives, or you have to push through it, which both scenario is not good. That's why this is a good barbed wire. This is more as this is a good barbed wire too. Why? Because first, it gives you an intel, as most barbed wires do. Second, it slows down the defense. Third, because you have the good position playing here, you are denying anybody pushing here and just meleeing it, because you can get shot from Vamai spot. So you need to first clear where Vamai is playing. Jaeger ideas to protect Jaeger playing blue towers and contesting the door. They reinforce this wall. Makes sense. They don't want anybody watching from stairs, the big tower stairs. Maestro watching storage and main stairs by using the barbed wires. Okay, this evil eye can watch again dishwashers, storage, but because the freezer wall is not reinforced, it can also watch freezer. I really like this threat because soft wall with lines of sight. We can have a long angle from supply closet here to freezer. So if smoke doesn't die, he can push back here, watch the hash drop while Meister is watching hatch drop and the main stairs push. Okay, prep phase. Let's skip a bit. We're gonna first take T3 control again, as usual. The default rooms you can take on this side is T3, top of big tower, or small tower as you saw. Okay, one pre-placed room watching meeting. Okay, not much happening here. Okay, Yana pushes blue, putting air jab here, and probably the split in meeting. Now, if this hatch being opened, the defenders can't push back, or they might have to take a risk. You have two angles to this room, one from blue and one from the hatch. How did Jaeger get shot? I think from maybe yeah, it seems from big tower stairs. Okay, not ideal, but that can bring him back to full HP. This is a strong angle. You need to pre-fire pretty much to counter this angle. Yeah. If somehow attackers can push blue, Sofia can easily push, or he can do something really bad and just run for it, which I don't think is really good. You get a free kill. You give the attackers a free kill. Defenders, you give the defenders a free kill. Again, an air jab used here. Zofia, again watching big tower, okay. It's our evil eye, as I said, yeah. Okay, they should have destroyed the shield too. You really can't take blue control from here. You have three different angles to watch. Vamai, where Vamai is playing. Back of blue. Blue towers as you see Jaeger. Or blue door. And the line of sight from border can have to blue. So I don't think taking blue control is the right call for the attackers. They need to try to push freezer and main stairs and go for plant or kills. But as I said, Nomad gets a kill to Doc. Nomad was playing meeting hatch, so he drops and gets a kill, and Doc dies too. Okay. They somehow made it work by playing aggressively. They need to play aggressively because you can't really do anything because of the angles they had. But it's really surprising for me how they got that control really fast. Wamai, it seems Wamai pushed a little back too soon, I think. But I'm not sure because we really didn't see how they took big tower control. But yeah, the shield is intact still. He didn't need to push back. He could have still played here. So that's a mistake from Wamai.
Playing through there in Frieza.
Oh, Draven, the Grenade King himself, connects yet another one. Take his book away from him. He doesn't care. A Sledge will do just fine. And Chaos clearly finding form himself. Playing on the Kali here. An excellent round once again being executed by the side of Secret. That's...
Okay, I think defenders did the right thing. They wanted to get back kind of a little bit of blue control. So, Smoke first pushes here, but they needed to coordinate. First pushes here, gets an intel if Kali is playing in blue. And then Maestro pushes. If they could have somehow get the intel from something else, maybe by sound, or they just pushed together, maybe they could have refract a little bit back the map. Bandit on laundry. So it tells me they're not gonna hold blue, or they're gonna do it a double layer. Hold blue, then go for panic, which could be very good. Okay, here's the setup. First, the free hatches are reinforced, there's a barbed wire here in Zulu hallway to help Jaeger control hallway with Dog playing downstairs, probably playing aggressively on the hall, on top of the freezer stairs. Again, there's a reinforcement here. Why there's a reinforcement here? Can deny an angle from here, here, and here. But the angle to dishwasher you can have also from here. But you can also deny a plant spot behind the bomb, which you could do if you take freezer control. One watches freezer door and one watches from big tower set and boiler. Okay, this is all the same. One thing I didn't like is they are not actively holding yellow, not yellow, holding blue. They just said fuck it, we're not gonna hold it. And they're using a lot of barbed wire. I think it's 8 barbed wires, I think. These 2 barbed wires is just to slow down. Again, in detail talked about this last round, this barbed wire last round. Bigger ideas. Probably somebody's gonna play there, but if nobody's playing there, that's a waste of Jaeger ideas. And one on blue door. Yeah, because of a line of sight, it seems that somebody's gonna play there. I don't know why there's a shield here. I don't think you can have an angle to blue, so I really don't know what's the point of this shield. And the evil eye is just to deny default plant spot and rotate the blue wall when destroyed. Okay, I talked about this evil eye. I really don't like this evil eye. I like if evil eye was something right here. So first, it can't get shot from big tower stairs. You can still have an intel if somebody is pushing big tower stairs by using sound. You can watch blue, and it's just safer and little less exposed. I really want to talk about why this is a really good line of sight. I forgot to talk about. This is a really good line of sight. This is a prone hole. You can have an angle to blue door. I really like this kind of line of sight, but the main weakness that is really strong for attackers is that the defenders just didn't want to hold the didn't want to get blue control. So that's a bit odd to me. Let's see what happens in the actual match. Again, they take T3. They know somebody's playing below. Okay, I don't know why disclaimer was put here. This is a very odd claimer for me. Why they're using something like that.
Citizen. Both of them had a bad day. Not a problem. You've got Kendra and Nello in the back lines coming up absolutely huge.
Like, you can use the air jab you use here. You can replace it by a claymore. I get one air jab meeting. Split. They don't have Vibana, okay. They can only open 2 walls, which is what they need. Okay, they are not pushing from freezer. It's obvious because they don't have any control in the west side of the map. Maybe Zofia should have used her concussions to burn ideas, so Kelly shouldn't have to use 2 of her explosives. But it could work if they open the wall for first try, which could happen. Yeah, the wall is open. And that's a smart exothermic charge placement, because pretty much you know that nobody is gonna bandit trick here. The first spot that bandits want to trick is here, the left panel. Okay, but this is not really a good spot again, because I don't think you can have no, it seems you can have an angle to freeze the door, okay, but you are really exposed. If you open here, you can't have an angle from the supply closet to kind of the edge of blue, but now you can. Get dark from freezer keys ferment, which was very exposed. I understand why Fermat did this, but it was really not necessary. He wanted to play an unexpected spot, unusual spot. Okay, it's kinda a stalemate. The ones in big tower are the most important. Yeah, Zofia is the most important part of this thread. If she can push and get control of supply and hallway, while somebody is watching hallway, they can go for plant. Okay, Zofia destroys the shield, okay. And very good kill by Yana. Very long shot, actually. To duck. Ooh. That's a very good opening kill. I think if attackers smoke use their free smokes, and if they know if somebody's freezer, which they know now, and get a kill, they can just go for plant. They can win it. Yeah, you just go for refrags and you win. And that again, that boiler slash blue tower play was very important. I needed to get some kind of even man count and map control of hallway and freezer. And especially I want to praise how good Case is playing on Kelly. I want to be unbiased in these matches, but I really like how he plays Kelly. Maybe we see good Kelly plays by Navi. One thing I like is that Nello is bringing Monty. Just for the 6 week is good too, because for the first video, if you didn't see it, the Fuse Keys versus Orgas, or as they call it, Orgas as they call it now, Secret, really had struggled playing against Monty on Clubhouse. So that maybe would be some kind of mind game. I don't like Ash because you can have Zofia. Yeah, it's you have pros and cons playing Ash instead of Zofia. You get free speed, better gun, but Zofia, you are 2 speed, and the pro of picking Zofia is that you have 2 concussions. You can use her concussions to burn ADS, and even if you don't have any drones, use her concussions to know where the last defender or kill out a room. Or even if you have drones, you can just use it to clear a room faster. It's a key zone. Let's see the setup. Okay, here's the setup. First, I want to talk about how important this position is. First, Jaeger might want to do some flank to big tower stairs, which is pretty much impossible because of their jobs, but holding Zulu is very important. Again, after taking attic and bedroom control, you want to push somebody to main stairs and get control of let's see, show this part of the dorm's main hall. Now if you push here, Nobody can push here, push the bridge, or sorry, the rotation here, and go kill anybody planting maybe here. You deny this spot, which clears all this room. Yeah, but because you have another one playing in trophy, and that's it. That's why it's very important to have Jaeger playing there. I really like when teams use Jaeger to hold actively Vice. Okay, same setup, two reinforcements to deny attic control. They have no mute, so they just wanna give up the attic control, which is kinda could be a good choice. They don't have two ADSs there, which I think could be their downfall, cause you can easily get rid of the Goyo shield and push. So if some Jaeger could maybe play a meeting hatch, watch the meeting hatch, maybe it could work. Instead of putting the two Jaeger ADSs here, they put the one behind the shield, which I don't think is ideal. One Evil Eye watching the whole attic and the rotation in connector and connector. Maestro playing in attic, it could be good because you have 81 bullets. You are gonna pre-fire a lot because you don't have much protection for your shield, so it could be good. You might get a kill, but you have to pre-fire a lot. There is a shield, so if the attackers get attack control, you still need to push one way out. So I think it's secret. Whoever is defending here, the first defense here, they have another philosophy of holding attic. They wanna give up holding attic control, this side of attic control, and just push, waste time here, and then waste some time holding attic control, attic connector control. There's again a line of sight here to kitchen door, so probably Jaeger is gonna play there, or they just wanna, anybody pushing from kitchen, as you saw the last round. So if you push kitchen and vice versa, this watches monitors, this line of sight watches back of main stairs. As I said, it's a very good line of sight watching back of main stairs. This again could be used for, this line of sight could be used for two things. First, denying the false spot in bunkers. Second, you can just have another angle, to main stairs. Not to main stairs, sorry, vice stairs. Okay. Evil Eye watching, giving intel on anybody playing in dorms. Maybe they could have used it on the floor here to deny plant here, but this is good too. This is a good spot, very good spot too. You could have used it maybe here too, but he again prefers how they want to hold it. Again, I talked about smoke, how he can deny pushing from trophy door, big window, planting here, and vice versa. Push. Again, two reinforcement watching bedroom. Jaeger is watching, protecting the pole shield, Evil Eye, and when the one defender pushes here. So that's it. Just two barbell here instead of one, just to give it an extra barrier for any attacker wanting to push Vicers. Any attacker who wants to push Vicers. The one thing they did different, instead of reinforced armor, reinforced kitchen hatch. It could be good because you can deny any direct nades, but Still not important, I think. Still not that important, and we talked about all the things. Okay, let's see the action phase. Okay, this is the action phase, and let's skip a bit, because the first seconds of the round is just attackers going to the building. Maybe this is the first defense, the first attack. This is a very, if Ash doesn't know. Oh, Ash doesn't know if Jaeger's playing Freezer. Okay, it makes sense. Nobody's droning for her. It could have been a very good play, but it's a really good spot to play the first 30 seconds of the round for Jaeger. You deny any push from Freezer, and if somebody wants to push from dining or Freezer, shower's hallway, you have Goyo watching it. So that's a very good spot to be in the first 30 seconds of the round. Okay, Thermite and Sledge have control. I don't think no Secret played the Sledge last round. I'm not sure. I don't think they played Sledge. Which could be good. Oh, instead of Sledge they use Yana. Which, well, is good because I don't think you really need vertical pressure. Because the vertical pressures you need are already established by defenders. Especially like sites like Meeting and what's the other site? Kitchen Dining. Unfortunately, Goyo doesn't destroy the Hibana Exarus. Now, Maestro dies. This is a really bad misplay. I don't know why he died, because Goyo is shooting the Hibana Exarus. Even if somehow the callouts mix up and masked the Hibana Exarus sound, you still can give Goyo can give call out to Maestro that they open trophy wall. And somehow Goyo gets down from voices, so they don't have voices control, but they didn't. Oh, it was Kelly from Big Window. Okay, that makes sense. Whoa. Is Kelly gonna get a kill? Get a kill, go faster, what did you do? Okay. Oh, I see what this is doing. It's 3v4. You know two people are playing Kiss Zones. Because when I push back, you know Smoke is playing because you right now droned it. So you know 3 people are playing Kiss Zones. You can go for plant and all the people attackers watch the rotation, or you can just push, as you see they do. No, they're just watching the angles, so they can plant. Okay. So very good opener kill by Kelly, and it's a 4v1 and attackers win. 4v1 and attackers win. The defense and attack rounds when you get the opener kill has been very fast, so seems that Navi and Secret can't replay their strat if they lose a man advantage. If they lose a man. Okay, Hibana to hard breaches for Navi is good. So the scenario like you saw Secret in the first round, I think, or second round, that it was laundry attack and Thermite meeting doesn't happen, so you can still little hard breach capability. As I say, it's laundry defense. Let's see the defense strat. Okay. First, one thing I want to note about is that they reinforce lobby hatch and meeting hatch. The meeting hatch I have a problem with because you can't you can have a little control to the connector, and if somebody wants to pick you from connector, maybe from connector to big tower stairs. But still, not really big deal. It's not like game changing if you don't reinforce it. They barricaded here to give it's more like an intel kind of thing, like barbed wire if they had barbed wire. And just to, if they put a mute jammer, if it was barbed wire, you could just throw it, but if it was a mute jammer there, you could first need to destroy it. As I described in the castle video, it's really good with armor panels. As with castle you can just, with regular you can still destroy it. The thing I want to note about is they're putting a monitor's control. They want to hold monitor, but nobody is holding dining, showers, and freezer main stairs. So after attackers push clear these rooms, the dining and showers hallway, they can just push upstairs, put a vertical pressure on monitors, and mute has to fall back. So it could be a really wasted utility there, and you see free utility and mute jammers there with free reinforcements. So if you at least want to hold at the defender's back, you put somebody playing top stairs, top floor in box with having an angle to door and kitchen door and even a monitor's door and Zulu door, a Zulu hallway, sorry. Just with this kind of strategy, just wasting utility, I think. Okay, let's start here. Instead of putting barbed wires like Navi did, like 2 barbed wires, they're putting castle barricades as intel. Again, I don't like this kind of reinforcement. I like somebody having a little bit control to a little bit line of sight. You can have a passive kind of control to freezer, but Jaeger seems to be holding freezer pretty much from the cover of big box. I think the box could be shot through, but not sure. But you have the shield there with 1 ADSer and the bulletproof camera to give intel to Jaeger to peek and pre-fire. Meister needs to be careful, as I said, you can be naded from supply lobby hatch to dishwashers. Here is playing, and you have no ADS. So if they just throw flashbangs first and see nothing gets burned and flashbang goes off, you can play there. Rotation here. There's a rotation here. I didn't use the icon, but there's a rotation here. But Smoke used his shield for freezer, so they're putting a lot of utility investment holding freezer, and I think if you want to do that, just at least put another line of sight to freezer. Yeah, that's just it. They just gonna use, instead of shield, they're gonna use a barbed wire and mute jammer to hold off, to deny intel when they get blue control. And I don't think they can open the wall. I don't think they can reinforce the wall, sorry. The defenders can reinforce the wall because I think they use the other reinforcement on monitors. So again, I don't like this control. It's very dependent if it's good or bad, but I think it's more like a bad thing than a good thing, because when attackers get blue control, as you have low utility there, they can push from big tower stairs, and blue gets boiler where Wama is playing control, and then anybody playing big stairs can have a long angle to supply. So I kind of don't like it. And there's another difference between the stairs, and that's this reinforcement. Again, if you for some reason want to push and hold this hold connector and put pressure and multiplying pushing, or want to play anybody want to push the blue door, you can have an angle from connector without getting shot, unless they want to use Hibana to open the reinforcement mode, which Walmart can destroy it. But with that you can, but if this is not reinforced, you can use Zofia. When Zofia opens this wall, you can have a long angle from big tower stairs. But it probably won't come into play. But I have the question, why is this reinforced? Maybe to deny the crossfire you can have from the blue door and big tower stairs. Well, that's it. And I think I explained all the things. The Maestro, I told you about why Maestro is good. It is legs exposed, plus you get the same intel. Unless you just one difference is that you don't get connector and blue was intel, because it's not there. But it's really not important, because I think still defenders can use their game sense and sound to know what is happening there. I just have at least a little bit idea what's going there, what's happening there, going on there. Okay, let's see the action phase. Okay. You see, as soon as you understand that somebody is holding kitchen monitors, it is obvious because of the reinforcements. Because of the reinforcements here, yeah, Kelly pushes big window, and they know showers and what's the word? Showers and Danny is clear, so Hibana is gonna push from the stairs to from white window to watch monitor door. Now Sledge goes upstairs. Make vertical pressure first. This is very important. When making vertical pressure, it's very important where you put the vertical pressure first. The first spot he uses is on the hatch. And after you make vertical pressure, you have to go back, because as you see, somebody is gonna throw a C4. So move forward C4 and goes back. Sledge didn't want to go for kills, he just want to put pressure on monitors and push back mute, it seems. Because if he wanted to get kills, he maybe would have put someone else where he wanted to make the hole on the hatch and go for kill. Okay, Vamai playing aggressive on Bysters and falls back. Okay. Probably a good idea. Now, if attackers know that both of the walls are reinforced, this is going to be a very good chance to just forget about blue and push yellow. Push freezer. Okay, their drone, they must have seen the ADS and Jaeger. Okay. One thing I don't understand is why first you're even trying to open the freezer wall. First, Jaeger can shoot it just by standing up. Maybe you want to distract him. You can use it by doing it lower than the height you did. Second thing is that instead of watching one angle, you need to watch two angles if you open the breach. So I really don't know why they even tried to open it, but I think maybe it was just to distract. and they thought that an A would have killed the Jaeger, which was kind of their mistake. Okay, let's see. Hibana dies, then Hive, which is Mute. Mute was playing, maybe. I don't know where Mute is playing, but maybe from Boy, Blue Tarps. Okay. And Kelly dies too. It's not very good. Okay, Kelly dies on main stairs and storage. Uh, that bridge is a simple example, but you see, two angles. Sledge can't push, really can't push, because you see, he dies. Because Jaeger and Maestro, as you see here, is establishing crossfire. And it's 1v5, and you really can't win. The mistake the attackers did is first, why he wanna push the, why he wanted to breach that wall. The second thing is that, no, that's pretty much it. Second thing is that they didn't, sorry. The second thing is that they didn't destroy the ADSs. They just threw an 8. It seems because at least one ADS was not burnt. You gotta make sure if the ADSs are burnt. But then again, I think yeah, they didn't have utility. I don't know where they used the utility, but as you see, ADSs, one ADS, at least one ADS was not burnt. Okay, it's round 9. This is a setup for the dorms and kids dorms defense. I'm not going to explain too much like I explained the last rounds of this defense. Okay, two reinforcements denying attack control. ADS is here. While am I watching attic by using the shield? There's rotation here. Hatch reinforce again, line of sight to big window. If someone wants to rush big window or just vault in. This, I think this whole kinda doesn't watch this part of the main stairs, but kind of the close to the entrance of the main stairs. Two barbers again, rotation. Just one thing I wanna note is first they changed the evil eye spot to watch attic connector and trophy. And that's it, I think. Yeah, that's it. They just didn't bring Goyo. They opt for Maestro instead of Maya. Instead of Goyo. So let's see the action phase. Okay, here's the action phase. Let's skip a bit. Probably Jaeger is going to be holding Zulu and Vicers. If the support of, oh, you can see the Vicers. I didn't know that. Okay. I thought you could see a little bit of it, but still you can't. You watch? No, you can't watch the window. Unlike you could have if you put it a little bit to the west part of the bunk. And as I said, the Jaeger and Meister is going to be holding here. Okay, this seems to be a rush threat. Yeah, it seems to be a rush threat to bunk, and they're gonna plant there. But yeah, Ash is gonna rush trophy while Thermite and Kelly watches the rotation in big window. Thermite pushes big window and goes for a kill. Ivana pushes white stairs and Sledge goes in with Thermite. Okay. It could work, but let's see how ready are the defense. Okay, 2 kills if Aldo. Again, 81 kills, 81 bullets. Okay. Oh, Bailoff, okay. That's it. It's just a big refrag festival in this round. Yeah. Defenders were not ready, but the 81 bullets of Maestro kinda helped. And people, uh, Ubisoft says, just change the ACOG. You don't need the bullets change. Okay, this is the setup for round 10. First, the lineup is Doc, Maestro, Clash, Jaeger, and Smoke. They don't have mute, as you see, and I put 2 Smokes, but Smoke is playing upstairs, not downstairs. At least the first minute of the round. Okay. First, let's see what you should hold when using if you want to hold kitchen dining. You want to hold small towers, but that's hard because of the reasons I'll told you about, because of the windows. Okay, you can't hold dining. The best next thing is holding showers and putting indirect pressure to uh, dining sites. And you can watch the kitchen from upstairs. Okay, the pivot point of this defense is upstairs. If you hold upstairs, you can have a chance of winning. But if you don't, it's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be really hard winning it. Okay, attic, to deny any control of attic, and if you want to get control, you have to destroy it. Cause Jaeger, Clash, and Jaeger probably are gonna be playing both attic and trophy window, depending where they are pushing and the situation. This watches kitchen door. This is kitchen door. This watches here. The line of sight. This line of sight and this line of sight. First, let's talk about the little one. The little one kind of watches here, but the big one watches back of black box, back of the box, and you can't plant there because of the obviously because of the line of sight. They're reinforced here, so you can't just open it and have kitchen control. And for upstairs, that's it. They're double reinforced here because they, even if you get all the control besides key zones, they want to have the chance to the defenders won't have the chance to still hold top floor by just giving one angle to hold for defenders. There's a line of sight here watching the kitchen door. The hatch is open. You can, from the hatch, you can watch to this part of dining. So that's something. And upstairs is on. Let's talk about the the ground floor from left to right. First, the bob wires. This bob wire again gives intel, and they open the line of sight from dining to small tower, so you can have evil eye watch it. And I think it's just to put pressure to the attackers, but as you know, uh, holds work both ways. It gives an advantage to defenders, so depending on how defenders can play around this line of sight, it could be good or bad. Jaeger is to watch for to protect the shield. This area is to protect the evil eye. This evil eye to deny the default plant spot behind the couch. Rotation here to watch dining. dining door. Okay, dog playing in shower. As I said, if you don't play shower, the best between besides holding small tower is holding showers, which duck is doing right now. And probably if master could play here and support him if he is being pushed, it could be good. Or just a line of stuff from here. Yeah, you can have a line of stuff from the rotation as you see here to the door. So that could be good too, but you have to be careful because you can be shot from the Vicer's window. Barbed wire to slow down. Again, barbed wire for intel and slowing down. Barbed wire for intel. And slowing down. And probably okay. This barbed wire is probably used for intel, slowing down, and probably for using explosives. Depending on how aggressive Maestro plays this spot, we can maybe waste one explosive here. Rotation to monitors, and I think we're done. Yep. I want to see how the defense plays with clash here. Let's see. Okay, this is the action phase. Let's skip a bit. Okay, they are opening attic. If somebody pushes and gains attic control, it's going to be huge for this round. And you have to push somebody else from bedroom, which is Doki is in bedroom, which is good timing from right now. 1 minute getting bedroom control is very good. Let's see how attack plays. Okay, Ibana pushes. Pushing aggressively. Holding the hallway. Let's skip a bit. Okay, what happens here? Not much. Not much happening. Okay. A very good kill for Duck, for Jaeger. To get on Jaeger. Jaeger should have pushed with Clash. If Jaeger should push with Clash, we could have get a kill on Sledge. But then Hibana dies. I understand why Hibana push, but I don't think it's the right choice. You could just hold the angle, so no defender can push there, and you just the Sledge can push Clash. You melee it, and you get the kill. But she pushed now. Sledge can't do anything, and the other attackers are pushing. This is the meeting wall. They are pushing meeting wall, and they're trying to get back that control. And the other thing is that even if Hibana was it, as you see, you can throw a nade, kind of for your protection to the door, attic door, and one for behind the Clash. So Clash has to either unextend and use her shield on the back and can get a kill, or she has to move forward, which still gives you the advantage. So the attacker didn't play that scenario really right because he wanna push the I think too soon. That's because okay, we saw this. Skipping a very long angle I got down by Maestro. I think that should have been a kill, but not sure. Okay, let's see. Two are upstairs. Okay, two are upstairs. Is Smoke and Clash, okay? And you have 3 people downstairs. Okay, you can just push the site. As you see, you have 2 people upstairs. One is now is 1v3 on site. Just need to be careful of the whole mate here. And unfortunate that Jaeger died, because you need to watch. You have to at least have 2 people watching the holes. You have to watching those, and because Jaeger died and Clash is watching attic, he didn't have control. Now it's 2v3. One thing that Infernos can do is push attic with Clash. Smoke can push attic with Flash, and then gain back meeting control and somehow uh, get the kills from there. As I don't think you can really get control from a lot of angles you can have when pushing down Weisters. But Ash kills Smoke and very much gets the kill on Clash. Okay. Kill round 11. Laundry supplies. Oh, Mira wasn't banned. Surprised why they. I'm surprised why they didn't use Mira sooner. But it's understandable as Mira is banned often, and teams really don't practice with her. Okay, let's see the setup. Okay, here's the setup for round 11. First, let's see the ground floor. The 3 hatches are reinforced. There's a museum on top of the freezers. I think probably someone is gonna play the first seconds of the round. Someone is gonna play aggressive on this freezer stairs. Maybe that's why they put it here and maybe not here behind the scene. And second of all, it just wastes time. And if you want, and you deny some intel. These 2 hatches I think are obvious. I explain why this hatch is important to reinforce. Sometimes I said I don't like this reinforcement, but I think this hatch reinforcement is important for this round. Now let's see first the basement. Okay, we start from left to right. First you see a Jaeger with shield and 2 ADSs. You wanna hold again freezer. But something that is different first. I'm not sure why they use the mirror jammer. The only explanation for me is that they don't want Hibana to open here, which makes sense, but I think still Jaeger could have done it like you have seen it previous rounds. And there's a Mira watching Freezer that makes the pushing Freezer even more impossible. But that's the reason again why you should have first. I think you should have a Jaeger or a magnet here, and if you open this hatch, which is reinforced right now, and you open this hatch and open the barricade, you can throw a nade from the hatch to where Mira would play. But maybe the defenders want to play it long angle. It could happen too. Now let's see. Where, oh, Miet is playing top of the counter. That could work too. Now I think this Mira is not very strong. It's strong, but it's not really necessary. If you don't build Mira, it doesn't mean that you can't hold storage supplies. You can't hold storage supplies and the laundry and dishwashers. But it certainly is powerful, and you need to be careful of nades through this line of sight and etc. Okay, the mirror jammer just to deny intel, and I think yeah, Vama used his shield for Jaeger, so there's no shield here or ADS. It seems to cover blue. They have just one 1 and 2 barbarians uh, for slowing down the attackers. This could work, but you gotta be very careful. Again, line of sight from you can have a line of sight from supply to big tower stairs. It's strong if Wamai doesn't leave his position. And Maestro Evil Eye just to watch boiler, and I think it can watch kinda big tower stairs. This is probably for watching connector, freezer, hallway, and the rotation. Okay, I think I explained all of it, and I explained the barbed wire here before. Well, my position is very important for this round because they kinda just given up on boiler. Sorry, this is boiler. Actually, wait. This is boiler for me. This part. This is blue tarps. This is blue barrel. They've given up on this part very easily. So because the attackers can get control of here very easily. I would have maybe liked to put the second drone that Maestro is playing behind here and reinforce here, but that would mean that you have to have somebody roaming upstairs. You have to have Kate, which neither is very ideal and one is impossible because Kate is bad, I think. Okay, let's see the actual match.
With a soft wall next to you, it's a very simple lean to the right hand side, spray in the general direction, you're pretty much guaranteed to find a kill. I like how they've changed things up here. Rather than trying to play Prono inside a freezer behind a shield with a couple of ADSs, they've just said, you know what, a mirror window will do us just fine. I would kind of expect to see someone still playing at the top side of freezer if they do try and push down here, Navi that is. In case there are any X-Caros that come raining in towards that mirror window, you can just spray them off for the north, and there is no way you can contest, because as soon as you try and get the angle onto Prono up to the north, you're going to find yourself getting sprayed by the person behind that mirror window. So a very, very tough hole to break open. And if Navi's focus comes down freezer, I worry for them.
And we've already seen how much they have struggled, as you said, to even break into this site in the first place. So with these mirror windows, it's going to make it even more difficult. Just positioning themselves here. Navi starting to send in their drones, figure out what it is they're going to be doing. And of course, it won't take them too long to figure out that that mirror window is there. And then they have to have a think about how they're going to go about that. Opening up the hatch here in the lobby and elsewhere.
Security as well. Yeah, so this just screams to me they want a south side take, and I feel they're buying into this. And exactly as I thought, you're seeing Parno playing at the top of freezer here to contest in case a Hibana does come trying to push down those stairs. The thing is, you have got Doki still playing upstairs inside a meeting, so the focus has been on let's get every hatch open and then decide what we're doing. About 90 seconds in is when you want to start committing to the setup you want to go for. You want to start committing your drones in certain places, destroying the utility that's around, like Maestro cams or whatever else there might be. So this is the time for Navi to make a choice. And I think the north side push might be the right one here, because that freezer looks so difficult with those mirror windows facing down.
Yeah, kind of frustrating for them, given that, you know, they wanted to change things up with their attack, and they're pretty much being stopped from doing it. That was incredibly close, and it does mean that Expo is now brought down to such a low HP. Really could put him in a disadvantageous spot, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Nello will secure that kill. Well, that means that mirror isn't really worth worrying about now, but the windows do still remain.
It's about all these fights going on in different places around here, but it does look like Navi have made the choice to go for a more north side push as Doki charges his way through. Prono is removed from freezer. Doki finds another one. 3 kills in 1 round for him. Can Hive do enough to hold on here and close it out? I don't think he can. He gets one down. No, he doesn't. He lay down.
Insane.
I thought he'd down him, but Doki finds a 4K. And that is a massive way to bring this all the way up to the final round here on Oregon. We have been treated to seeing what this new map is all about.
Okay, it's round 12. It's gonna be either a win for Team Secret or a draw. As it's a best of 1 still, unfortunately, in AU, and you have to get a draw. I'm not gonna go in blueprint, let's just see. First, let's see what was the site. It's Keys Dorms, okay. Okay, 2 reinforcement here, 2 reinforcement here. Let's see. Rotation, reinforcement, rotation, and reinforcement. Probably 2 radius attic. There's gonna be lots of holes for poles to cover poles. One should be here, one here that covers box, one maybe monitors, another one watching white stairs. Watching white stairs, monitors. This is monitor's door. This is monitor's rotation to kitchen. Black box, hallway. Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of rotation. Sorry, lines of sight. Watching below, or they're just gonna put another person below. Which I think, if you could do both, is the best. But they're probably gonna do the first one. Okay, reinforcing here, just to have more cover in kitchen, and the dragon needs to waste your utility to get rid of you. Same with the box, kitchen box. Okay, opening the hole here. Opening for monitor door. Should be here, yep. Okay, let's skip. They're gonna do a tick take. Not much happening right now. Oh, this Ash. I really wanna know what happens to the Ash. She's in freezer right now. And freezer stairs, I think. Yeah. Mutant Ash are gonna are gonna meet each other in freezer. Okay. Was that an impact reach? Oh, it's open. Okay. A good kill for Ivana, but I think maybe Jaeger could have at least put her in 50 HP. Now this is important. Post can give information, but if there was a hole on the ceiling, you could have killed Ash by now. That would make it impossible for Ash to push. And as I said before, how important is taking voice third is. You now have attic control. Okay. Let's draw better. Okay. And you have this side of the map control. Pretty much the east and north side. You still need to pinch. First, you need to pinch here, which you only have one angle watching that. It would be from connector attic. I don't think you can have from an angle from trophy room. Okay, that's one thing that Voisters solves that if you push Voisters. The second thing is that you really can't push it because at least one defender is watching it. So you need to push for plan spot here, which I think still is not ideal, but let's see. Yeah, it's not ideal. If they have c4, which they could throw c4 here, but they don't know that. The attackers don't know that. Defenders don't have any c4, at least not on spot. If they know that Mutant and posts that have the only c4s on defense are playing downstairs, it's very good defense because you can just cover the only rotation to attic, and Ivana needs to watch here, so you can just go for plant. Let's see what happens. Still, I don't think they know what is happening right now. And Expo gets a kill on Vermin, which is not ideal. It's a 4v4 again. Oh yeah, I forgot. This part of the site is behind the box, so yeah, they can't even plant there. They have information from pools that two are playing at the connector. This probably was pre-play C4, and really need to push that. Like I know why my push, because he had the inter from pools, but see, you didn't need to push it. You just needed to. You have the right stairs control. You know where the diffuser is. You just need to watch the connector that Wama is watching, and Mid needs to. Sorry, Smoke needs to watch. Actually, Mid and Smoke needs to watch the big window. That's it. Wonder how Pulse starts. Oh, he was watching his cardio sensor and he just died. Okay. That's why maybe putting Barboy would have been helping that situation. Okay, 6-6. A draw. Thanks for watching. If you like these kinds of videos, like and subscribe. I probably won't do these 1 hour long videos anymore. I'm gonna highlight from now. I'll probably do a more highlight analysis. What this means is I'm going to do like a pick that from, let's say, SSG versus United, that I liked how the attackers or defenders played round 3 on Film Park. I type it in my notes, and then I just analyze round 3. I don't analyze round 1 or round 2. This saves a huge time if you don't like to watch a 1 hour long video, and it still can help because after like uh, 30 videos you have still a good knowledge about how teams play extra maps, and it gives you more variety and more chance to watch matches instead of watching a 1 hour long video. You can watch like 5 hour long 5 10-minute videos. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.